Hey guys, Chef Amber here. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm going to be doing cooking demos here on my new YouTube channel. Super excited. And today I wanted to start with basically a dish that I make anytime any of my girlfriends come over. They usually can expect my sauteed bison dish. It's fast, it's under 10 minutes, it's a crowd pleaser. Of course, if I have my plant-based eaters, I'll remove the meat and I'll just do a big bowl of sauteed veggies. I always eat plant-based usually, and I accompany my protein with sardines, wild fish, and wild bison. So in here, let me just show you what I've got. I've got 1 onion and a couple cloves of garlic chopped up, got 1/4 cup of avocado oil, and I've got this on high, and I'm gonna let this saute just for a couple minutes. While this is sauteing, I wanna tell you a little bit why I love bison. So wild bison is really high in omega-3s. And actually, people don't realize that it has more omegas than a piece or a serving size of salmon, which is really awesome. And it's also a low cholesterol food. So it's a really great substitution for red meat eaters. I can get most of my red meat eaters switched over to bison. It's really fun to make like ground bison tacos, spaghetti, bolognese. I make tacos all the time. It's amazing. And of course it's high in protein, but the low fat, the low sodium is really, really great. So, and loaded with B vitamins. All right, so I've got that. I've got my onion going, my garlic going, and then I want to show you. So one thing I love to add to my sauteed dishes is fresh turmeric and fresh ginger. So right here, if you're not familiar, this is what a turmeric root looks like. And you just roughly peel the skin. I'm gonna show you a quick way. You can do this with ginger and the turmeric root. So you're just gonna use the back of a spoon, and you're just gonna, see how easy that is? And you just peel it off just like that. So fast. Once you have the skin off of the ginger and the turmeric, it's about 2 tablespoons of fresh turmeric root. Look at how gorgeous that is. And fresh ginger root, again, about 2 tablespoons. Now, I don't measure. I'm gonna try to speak slowly, and I'm gonna try to give you the measurements here. But so far, 2 tablespoons each of your fresh root. If you're like, Chef, I can't find fresh ginger, I can't find fresh turmeric root, no problem. Just sub about 1/2 teaspoon of powdered ginger and powdered turmeric, okay? That's a good substitution. You can also obviously leave it out. Those are going to give it a nice little bitiness, earthiness. The ginger will give it that little the spiciness. Those both help with inflammation. Let me speak about turmeric. So turmeric is really hot right now. It's been hot for a while. The key with turmeric to maximize the absorption into our body and get the full 100% benefit, you've got to add, where's my black pepper? You've got to add a little black pepper. So I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper right now along with some salt. I'm going to do about 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and I'm going to do 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. I'm not measuring, you guys. Okay, there you are. And I'm going to do, like I said, about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. We'll taste it at the end. All right, so this is starting to caramelize really nicely. Again, I've got it on high heat. Awesome. This dish is so beautiful. Obsessed with it. And also, again, under 10 minutes. It's a really good quickie. All right. I like to eat this at room temperature, and I love to eat it cold. This is part of my meal prep Sunday, which I'm sure I'll do a video on that one day. All right. All right, so my onions, we just went about 2-3 minutes. I'm going to add my ginger and turmeric and start to let that caramelize right in with the onion. Give that a little stir. Okay, again, my heat is still on high. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 pound of wild bison. It's really important when you're sourcing your meat that this bison is wild. Now this bison is wild, and the company I use is called Wild Idea Buffalo Company. You can actually get online and order that. They'll send the frozen pounds right to your house. And I believe Thrive Market has really clean, beautiful wild bison, okay? So I'm just gonna break up the bison with my tongs here, or a spatula, okay? And let this cook down for about 2 minutes. Now, if you're just like, I can't stand bison, sometimes it has a teeny gamey flavor, but you're not really gonna tell with the sweetness of the onions and everything else going on in the dish. You can definitely sub organic turkey, organic chicken, and of course you can sub ground beef for this, absolutely. For my plant-based eaters out there, this works really great with 1 pound of crumbled tempeh. I don't like this dish with tofu because of the wateriness of it, but the tempeh works beautiful as a substitution for meat. So this is a really versatile dish. And even if you're a meat family, right, maybe try this once a week with tempeh. So that's what I do. I eat mostly plant-based, and then I use my protein as an accompaniment. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that this bison does not cook all the way. This is gonna cook with a bunch more veggies. There's no reason right now to get this fully well done. This is about medium rare. There's quite a bit of red, as you can see. I'm learning this angle, you guys. See that red in there? All right, so now I'm gonna add 1 container of tomatoes, of baby tomatoes. You can also substitute 2 really big handfuls of Roma tomatoes or any beautiful heirloom sexy tomatoes out in the farmer's market right now. We're going into summer. I mean, tomatoes are like pure sexiness right now. Again, it's on high, okay? And just a little side note, a little PS. So I don't really describe my food as healthy. All my food is obviously healthy because that's how I eat, and I believe that what we put in our body matters now. But I like to refer to my food as sexy a lot because when I used to describe it as healthy, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not gonna feel energized or satiated. So sexy is the new healthy, you guys. All right, we're almost done. I gotta stop chatting and keep cooking here. Okay, we're gonna add 1 head of chopped dandelion greens. Here's a really great substitution right now. Also, you can easily add a head of kale, Swiss chard, a couple big handfuls of spinach. You know, here's what I tell you about cooking in the kitchen. Those of you that have a lot of friends that get nervous, they'll be like, ooh, can I not sub? Sub away. Sub away for what's in season. Sub away what feels good to you, what your family likes, what's available. You know, once you have the measurements down, it's really easy. I've got 1 big head of cilantro and 1 big head of Italian parsley. And I'm just gonna roughly chop it. And I don't take the stems out. The stems have a lot of nutrition also, and it's gonna cook down. So I'm gonna roughly chop the parsley and the cilantro. So many benefits of parsley and cilantro. The one thing I really love is about cilantro is it pulls heavy metals from our body. And there's different benefits for eating cooked cilantro and raw cilantro. So I'm getting my herbs ready because we're gonna add it at the very end. Okay, roughly chop that. Now, for me, when I cook, it's all about the acid and it's all about the salt. You really, I believe, can have a very simple dish as long as you have acid and salt. I find that a lot of dishes go bland and stale and boring because it skips on the acid and the salt. So, my acid of choice today is lemon. Once you start to follow me, or if you've been following me, you'll see that I'm obsessed with lemon. I make a lot of fake white wine sauces with just water and lemon. I use a lot of orange. What's my favorite vinegar? It's a hard one because I love ACV, but I would say sherry vinegar and ACV. Probably my favorite. It's really hard as a chef. Okay, this is looking gorgeous. I just want to show you really quick. Hello. All right, now I'm going to add some lemon. And I'm going to do 1 full lemon and then taste it, but depending on the size of the lemon and, you know, the sweetness or the acidity of the lemon, they're all different. So that's where you'll have to taste it at the end and just trust yourself, right? So maybe I'm going to say that this recipe calls for almost 2 lemons and you guys can taste it, okay? I tend to make my food a little bit more on the acidic side just because I think that it brings out all the flavor. All right, so see, I'm getting excited and I just almost added 2 lemons. So, okay. So we've got our lemons in there. My heat is still on high. 2 of my other favorite ingredients that go in almost everything. I use dulse and kelp. These are seaweeds, and it's a really great for salt replacement. Sometimes I use this on my food instead of salt. It's also super high in iodine. I mean, I really can't get enough of this. It's really great for hormone balancing, thyroid. You can check with your doctor. For me, I need tons of it. Some people don't need as much because they already have high iodine in their body. So that's just a little thing. And another thing, you guys, I'm not a doctor. I'm a chef that cooks for my body because I want to feel strong and healthy and energized. And I'll be sharing a little bit about my journey with food and why I opened up the Source Cafe and why I eat like this. But I want to feel good when I eat, right? I want to feel good. I want to feel strong. And food is here to nourish our body. We can heal ourselves with food, you guys. We can. And if we eat primarily alkaline and, cook our own food, then we can have those fun nights where we go out and we want some french fries and pizza. It's all about balance. You better believe that I'm not going to give up my organic wine and tequila. I love some mezcal. All right, we're almost there. So at the very end, I'm adding my herbs. Just literally for 30 seconds. I want to keep them, I don't want to say al dente, but not cooked all the way, right? All right, we're almost there, and the time looks good, and then we're going to taste it. So a couple options. You can serve this over rice, on the side of rice. I actually like to make my broccoli rice recipe as the grain and serve that beside it. That recipe is on my website, chefamber.com. And also there's a broccoli rice recipe under my Instagram, Chef Amber LA. Okay? If you're not following along, follow me there. I'm also on Facebook at Chef Amber LA. Let me know your comments, share your recipes, share your pictures. I love to see your creations. We're done, you guys. Done. Under 12 minutes. I lied. It was about a 12-minute dish, but I think I was talking too much. And look at this. All right. This saves really well. This will last for about 3 to 4 days. That's it. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel and join me in this journey to feel our best. You guys, let's do this together. Okay. I appreciate you all, and I look forward to seeing your food, your creations, and hearing your comments. And that's it. Ciao, ciao.